Hi folks, Oisin here with the Troubles podcast. This is day one of my tour with Ellen, one of my Patreons. This is the first time someone from the podcast has gone on a tour with me. So yeah, it's been an interesting one. I showed up in full tour guide gear, like, you know, wearing a nice shirt and a blazer and everything. And like within 2 hours, we were down in what's called the I'll show some videos now, but it's called the Cave of the Cats. But it's basically in old Ireland, it was known as like the gateway to hell. So totally the wrong clothes to wear into a mucky field or into mucky cave. And now we're up at Carrowkeel in Sligo, which probably wasn't the best idea to bring the vehicle up. So I had to do some small repairs there, and now I'm walking the rest of the way on the it's not a suitable path. It's an awful path for bringing a vehicle. So yeah, it's been a very interesting day so far, full of megalithic and neolithic sites of Ireland. So yeah, just thought I'd chronicle it and share some images. And say hi to the sheep. Hey sheep, and the lovely lambs. So yeah, enjoy the next few shots. I guess it's going to be of some of the kind of tombs we went to and everything. But now the lambs don't know what to do. Sorry guys. So I'm going to switch over to a voiceover now because there's a lot more information coming on, and this is going to be more of a diary of the entire tour, so it'd be nice to explain what you see in front of you. So here's the inside of one of Carrowkeel's megalithic tombs. This is a different one as well. There's actually 3 on this peak, and they're all open to the public, but I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to go inside, so we were careful. But it's just wild to think that these tombs are 4,000, 5,000 years old, and in such amazing scenic places. And for the most part relatively untouched. So here's Ellen heading up to the highest one as I was droning, and I was going to catch up with her soon. I was still a bit tired after working on the van, but it was well worth it for the views up top. Earlier this day we'd actually been to Rathcrowan in Roscommon, which is an area which just features an absolutely abundant number of megalithic tombs. So this would have been the high seat of Connacht on the west coast, where it's believed that Queen Maeve ruled over the land. And this would have been a massive wooden structure. But this is just one of, 10, 15, 20 that are all over the landscape. So thankfully Ellen went up to each one to give me a bit of scale. But this one was called Rathbeog. And there was just so many on the side of the road that it's amazing that they're dotted all over the landscape and relatively unexplored and undug. So this one was really, really, really huge. This one's name was Rathmore. And then my favourite one was one that shows 2 forts that were built on top of each other with a fair out distance of time between them. So one of the guys was speculating that probably means it's something to do with like ancestral family ties. Like our family once lived here, so now we're living here as well. So very, very, very interesting. This was only a 4-day tour, but we managed to pack in quite a lot of spots. This is Creevy Keel, just north of the town of Sligo, which is another megalithic tomb. Megalithic just means large rocks. We then drove all the way up to the very, very northwest tip of Donegal to Glencolumkill to the folk village, which was really beautiful. And then we got a rainbow and everything. It was just lovely. And then we headed to see the Schliegleave Cliffs. It was about 8 o'clock at this stage, yet the day still looked quite sunny. And the cliffs are just awesome. They're really, really beautiful. Not quite as, I guess, intense as the cliffs of Moher. They don't drop straight off, but just look at the colours and everything here. It's really, really stunning and well worth the visit. The next day we drove to Derry and we did a walking tour of the city, and then got some delicious scones with cream and jam on top, which was really awesome. And we headed up to the Granyan of Alloch, which is one of my favourite stone forts in Ireland. It just has the most awesome views of the whole land around. We continued up and headed up to the highest point in Ireland, which is Malin Head. And you can see one of the 80 era signs that are all over Ireland, which are very well worth seeing. I then brought Ellen to one of my favourite castles, which is Castle Roach in Monaghan, but unfortunately it was sealed off, and when I sent the drone up I found there was some new residents in the castle. So it actually turns out the farmer has brought his herd of cattle into the castle itself. They're probably the best fortified cows in all of Ireland right now. So that rounded out our 4-day tour of Ireland, which was absolutely jam-packed full of megalithic sites, castles, and just a lot of beautiful scenery. We also managed to fit in a pint or two along the way as well.